This is the story of the ultimate dream, man's dream. A dream of escaping from the confines of his own planet. A dream of freedom within his own universe. A dream of reaching the stars. The first frontier was Earth's gravity. Their first target was to reach the moon. Powerful rockets soon challenged this frontier. However, another barrier soon faced them. The restriction of traveling at the speed of light. For many years, research was undertaken, until man's ingenuity created Jumpgates. These devices allowed spaceships to travel many million light years in one leap. Now, man's exploration of new systems and universes could begin. Colonization of new planets was difficult. Adverse planetary conditions, difficult terrain, and the shipping of materials made building difficult and very expensive. Again, research and invention supplied the answer. A powerful robot was created to terraform the planets and construct colonies. Once the terraformers had completed their work, the colonies were ready for man to live in, and many settlers traveled to new lives among the stars. As the years passed, man spread through many different star systems. But during this passage of time, the terraformers began to develop their own intelligence. They began to think for themselves. Secretly, they began plotting against their creators. Suddenly, they turned and attacked, plunging man into the most deadly and destructive war ever fought. Man's far-flung colonies were taken by surprise. Many were destroyed in the first attacks, and soon the terraformers were preparing their final attack on Earth itself. Only a small group of brave pilots saved the Earth from annihilation by tricking the larger terraformer fleet into chasing them through a hidden jump gate. Both fleets disappeared, never to return, and the jump gate was destroyed. It took man over 500 years to recover from the destruction wrought by their attackers. 500 years in which man once again was confined to his home planet. But the dream never died. For 10 generations, scientists struggled to regain the stars, and eventually a new type of spaceship was created. This ship, better known as the Experimental Shuttle, is the first ship in which it is possible to bridge vast interstellar distances without the use of a jump gate. The prototype is now ready to be tested.
This is Mission Control to X-Pro. All systems are go and we are ready for launch in T-minus 20 seconds. All stations stand by for launch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch. Launch completed. Systems, report.
All systems are go.
Comms.
We are online, loud and clear.
Medic.
Vital signs are good and normal.
Acknowledged. All stations stand by for prototype test procedures. Okay. X-Pilot, let's do the standard procedures from the top. First, the basic acceleration-deceleration run to gauge the engine propulsion capacity. Initiate acceleration by pressing the accelerator button or use the throttle control in your controller. Do not attempt to touch any other controls in your accelerator. In order to conclude the test, you need to accelerate to maximum velocity. Ready? Count down to acceleration. 3, 2, 1. Accelerate. Nice work, pilot. We have our readings and we can proceed to the next step. Commence deceleration by pressing your deceleration button or use the throttle control in your controller. Count down to deceleration. 3, 2, 1. Decelerate. Well done, pilot. That concludes phase 1 of our test procedures. The next test is basic maneuvering and navigation. It's designed to make the pilot feel comfortable with the steering and to obtain physical feedback of the usability of the control design. This craft is equipped with a 3-axis control device. This allows you to steer the craft up, down, sideways, and to rotate it counterclockwise and clockwise. All these controls are, of course, also available through your joystick, where applicable. Feel free to try out the controls while we prepare our monitoring equipment for the test. We will commence with the actual maneuvering procedures in 60 seconds.
All rifles at all. One drive flight segment.
Turn only pressing the medic.
Station Greener. Thing is connected.
All rifles at all. One drive flight segment.
Turn only pressing the medic.
Station Greener. Thing is connected.
All rifles at all. One drive flight segment.
Turn only pressing the medic.
Station Greener. Is connected.
Time's up, pilot. It's time to proceed. I hope you have the time to accustom yourself to the controls. The maneuvering test will begin at coordinates 103-45. You will see the location marked on your radar. You can see location is above or below you by the lines attached to the dot. Please proceed to the maneuvering site and we will commence the test run. Mission control here. Please bring your engines to a complete halt and align your craft with the first array of Kessler rings situated along the maneuvering route. All stations report.
All bio readings are still normal, sir.
All communication systems are operative.
We are detecting slight turbulence in starboard engine, sir. Nothing vital. We suspect solar winds to be the cause of interference. Systems are go.
All right. All stations stand by for the Kessler run. Pilot, this test requires you to pass through the Kessler rings one at a time in sequential order. It's important to stay in the middle of the rings, as a collision with the devices will require us to start the run from the beginning again. If you encounter difficulties in maneuvering your craft, you can decrease your speed to give you more time to react to directional changes in the run. Attention all stations. Kessler run countdown commencing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Abort run. Abort run. Let's start again. Pilot, please proceed to the Kessler Run launch location. Follow the red marker on your radar. Systems, can we get a report on that impact? Any anomalies?
No, sir. Everything is condition green.
Acknowledged. Pilot, whenever you're ready. Successful run. Now let's move on to the third part of our test. Our third test will take us through the functions of the HUD heads-up display. The X prototype is equipped with a powerful targeting system connected to the onboard computer. You can target objects in space by maneuvering your craft so that the objects you wish to target appear within the proximity of the crosshair directly in front of you. When that is done, press the target button to receive basic information about your target. To receive extended information on your target, press your information button. The onboard computer will provide data stored in the internal memory circuits relevant for your target. We have placed a number of remote-controlled drones in your close proximity. Maneuver your spacecraft to their location and target them one by one. You can toggle your target to the next object in view by pressing your toggle target button. Once you have a drone targeted, press the information button. The test will proceed when all drones have been targeted and examined.
Target now locked on command ship. This ship hosts the command of Earth's space.
Anytime you feel like it, pilot.
A remotely controlled drone used for pilot training. It can contain equipment or other. Target now locked on. A remotely controlled drone. Target now locked on. A remotely controlled.
Well done, pilot. The next step in our procedures will be to launch the ship's remote-controlled camera probe. Locate and target an object. Thereafter, press your camera camera launch button to send off your camera towards the target. The image will be projected directly onto your retina, and you will therefore not be able to see your cockpit and surroundings. Use this feature with caution, as you might accidentally collide with any obstacles while viewing the camera images. You can rotate the camera probe around the target object either counterclockwise or clockwise by pressing the Rotate Camera Left, Rotate Camera Right buttons. It is also possible to zoom in and out on the target object by pressing the Zoom Camera In, Zoom Camera Out buttons. Have a go. While your camera is launched, you can press the Toggle Target button to move the camera to the next nearest object. You can interrupt the camera transmissions by pressing the normal Cockpit View button. This will also instruct the camera to return to your ship. All stations, I need a sit rep.
The bio readings are fine and normal.
Communications are fine, sir.
We are still experiencing some abnormal readings on the starboard engine, sir. We are currently checking the software for any problems. I see no reason for aborting the test procedures, sir.
Very well. Reports are logged. All stations proceed. Now for the fourth test in our procedures pilot. These procedures will take us through the ship's weapon system. The X-Proto is equipped with the most powerful laser cannon ever developed and 2 zero-gravity designated missiles. These weapons are mainly designed to destroy space junk and smaller asteroids. To fire the laser, press the fire button on your controls. To fire missiles, press the launch missile button on your controls. Don't bother trying just now, as the missiles haven't been fitted on your craft yet. First step in the weapons procedure is to locate and target an object. We have placed remote-controlled drones in the close surroundings. Find them, target them, and shoot them down with your laser.
Target now locked on, drone. Target now locked on, drone.
Anytime you feel like it, pilot. Good shooting, pilot. When they're destroyed, some drones will release a small cargo container. You can target these containers, get information about the contents, and pick them up by opening the cargo bay when you're very close to them. Remember to close your cargo bay in case you don't pick anything up, since your shields will be down. The X-Proto is very vulnerable because of this. You open and close the cargo bay by pressing the Operate Bay button. If the contents of the container are specifically designed for the X-Proto, they will be automatically fitted. If not, they will be stored in the cargo bay. It is possible for you to eject cargo from the cargo bay. Cycle the cargo marker by pressing the Shift Cargo button, and press the Operate Bay button to eject the marked cargo. Congratulations. You just picked up some missiles for your craft. They'll now fit it automatically, and you can use them to shoot down the next target. To use the missiles, you need to have a target lock on an object. Once an object is targeted, launch the missiles by pressing the Launch Missile button. The missile will automatically home in on the target. However, if the missile runs out of fuel before it hits the target, it will self-destroy. We'll now launch some drones which can only be destroyed by missiles. They must all be destroyed for the test to proceed.
Target now locked on, command ship. Target now locked on, command ship. Target now locked on. Target now locked on. Drone. Target now locked on. Drone. Target now locked on. Command ship. Beluga missile. Beluga missile. Beluga missile. Cargo bay now contains Beluga missile. Shields critical. Cargo bay now contains Beluga missile. Cargo bay closed.
Well done, pilot. The weapon system seems to be working just fine. All station status, please.
We are measuring a slightly higher pulse. Just the excitement, I guess. All bios are go.
All signals are loud and clear. Nothing but the usual static. Comms are go.
We are still debugging the engine analysis software, sir. There are some readings which simply cannot be true. It must be a problem with the software. Hold on. My team has just told me they found a small problem in the data evaluation core. The problem should be fixed. We are doing an engine simulation. We expect to be go in 1 minute.
Very well. Pilot, I assume you already know this, but official procedures require me to tell you once again. The X-Proto-Starcraft is equipped with a special space jump device. It is a technology derived from the ancient Jumpgates made by our ancestors hundreds of years ago. This device allows the craft equipped with it to travel from point A to point B in a matter of a split second. If this technology proves successful, it will change the way we humans travel forever. We have fed the onboard computer with the coordinates necessary for the jump. We need to make sure that this is all coordinated, so I want you to follow my commands to the letter. Understood? Systems, what is the situation with the engine anomalies?
We just finished the simulation and the results are back to normal, sir. A small miscalculation that didn't take solar winds into consideration. Systems are go. Unless you feel we should double-check?
No, there's too much at stake. We can't afford to delay this test any longer. All systems stand by. I want a sit rep every 5 seconds starting with BO, comms, and systems. Commence countdown on my command. Pilot, your orders are to initiate the jump when the countdown reaches 0. We will monitor the whole procedure and we can abort immediately should any problem arise. When the jump initiates, it will take the device 10 seconds to reach the energy level needed for the jump. Then you will instantly find yourself at destination point on coordinate 263-84. Ready? All stations stand by. Engaging jump procedure in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Engage.
Jump device charging at 10%. 20, 30, 40, 50%. 60, 70, 80, 90. Jumping.
Adrenaline level rising. 1.5 over normal. Pulse is rising. EEG steady. EKG normal.
Static increasing. We are losing signal. There's magnetic interference. Countermeasures applied. They are not working.
Engines look good. Computers look good. Oh my god, there it is again. Do you see it? Right there. It doesn't look good. Can we get a fix on the problem? The what? Mission command. Systems here. Abort jump procedures. I repeat, abort jump procedures. Doesn't anybody hear me? Abort! Abort!
Alert. Ship systems malfunctioning. System check initiated. Shields malfunctioning. Laser broken. Ship hull critical. Conventional engine working. Weapon systems out of order. We are being hailed. Audio channel contains unknown language. Universal Translation Computer learning.
I think we have language compatibility now. I am the captain of the Delani Company's space fleet ship Phoenix. We are asking questions. We cannot identify your ship or your race. Identify
scanned by Talati Phoenix.
Why did you not say you are of Argon origin? We thought you Xenon, or maybe working for Split. We know nothing of this place. We must investigate more. Stay where you are whilst we scan your onboard computer files.
We are scanned by Talati Phoenix.
You tell truth. Where is this place, Earth? We know not of it.
Receiving upgrade information for database.
Now you have knowledge to begin your trading. Simple. You buy and sell. Leave here and travel to nearest factory. Begin to trade. A credit is worth as much as you can get for it. Many factories produce many different goods, but factories also require goods themselves. Go trade, make credits. If you see them, you're dead already. Fly to the closest equipment dock. You can buy all kinds of laser there. Captain of Teladi Company's Space Fleet Ship Phoenix wishes you good profit.
Solar power plants produce energy. They are found everywhere.
This is the Teladi Solar Power Plant. Seize well, Beta. You are talking to the auto positive. Please dock as soon as you get green position lights.
Successfully docked.
On behalf of Chairman Keogh, the Teladi Company wishes great profit to you and welcomes you on board this solar power plant.
Connection to local trading network established. Insufficient credits. Energy cells bought. Turbo engaged. Shields critical.
This is the Teladi Beta IRE positive. Please dock as soon as you get green position lights.
Successfully docked.
On behalf of Chairman Keogh, the Teladi Company wishes great...
Connection to local trading network established. Energy cells sold. Salvage insurance. Target now locked on to Lottie Phoenix.
Destroyer, what do you want? We do successful business, stranger. You could make many credits working with us, Teladi. Now you prove you know how to make profit. We will tell you where the ones of your kind are. To Argon territory, you have to fly through the north gate from here to the Teladi game system. Then fly through the west gate from one sector to the next for many, many times. Soon you will fly through the sectors of a strange race called the Boron. They are strange but harmless. Fly through the west gates till you are in the Kingdom End Prime sector. From there on, the territory of the Argon starts behind the south gate. We know not where they come from, but the Xenon are an extremely savage race. They shoot first without bothering to ask questions. The split of the rudest, most aggressive race you will ever meet. Historically, they have always been enemies to the Boron and Argon. We sometimes stray, but it is a very delicate balance. You are in the Swell system, controlled by the Teladi Space Company. Long live Chairman Keogh. We have already said profit is life. Our race believes that trade and making of profit is an essential life function. Now you have knowledge to begin your journey. Captain of Teladi Company's Space Fleet ship Phoenix wishes you good profit.
Now locked on Argon Titan. Up to the building of Argon 1, the Titan was the biggest ship in the Argon fleet.
Titan speaking. Do you need help? I am the captain of the Argon destroyer Titan. Of course I'm from Argon. Please identify yourself. This is the captain of the Argon destroyer Titan speaking. You must be one of those crazy gunners who believe in a holy planet Earth. Go away and don't waste our time. This destroyer has better things to do than taking care of religious maniacs. This is the captain of the Argon destroyer Titan. For the last time, stop bothering us. Go back to your people before we open fire.
Alpha. Target now locked on.
Peace to you, my son. Have you heard the good news? Earth. Stranger, how do you know of our sacred place? You cannot be. Why do you mock us? My son, it is hard to believe such a story. My son, if you are who you claim, you are following the footsteps of Nathan Argon. If you are indeed who you say you are a descendant of the founders of the Argon race. You must follow me. I will take you to our leader. Please follow me.
Target now locked on. Goner Temple.
Greetings, stranger. Our pilot tells us you claim to be from Earth. Greetings, stranger. Our pilot tells us you claim to be from Earth. I would very much like to ask you some questions. Please be patient. All will soon be revealed. But much depends upon your answers. Tell me, what is your function on Earth? Where are you based, my son? Space Station Gun, do you realize what you are saying? Nathan Argon is our prophet and legendary leader. How did you arrive in our universe? Alas, we know not where Earth is. To us it is a place of legend, but we have information that may prove to be of use to you. Stand by as we download it to you. religious sect who originated on Argon Prime. They follow the teachings of an ancient legendary hero called Argon. We believe he was a space traveler that crashed upon Argon Prime many eons ago and founded the Argon civilization. We think he became their leader and gave them his own name, Argon. However, no physical evidence has ever been found to prove this theory. Originally, we were a group of dissidents who violently disagreed with our government's plans to reinvent Argon history in the year zero. As the government began destroying race archives, the Goners managed to rescue many of the ancient records. They then set out to spread the word and teachings of Argon the Legendary throughout the universe. Today, we journey through the universe, preaching and attempting to convert anyone who will listen. As well as Argon believers, we have also converted some other races, mainly Boron, Paranid, and Teladi. We think Nathan Argon arrived in our universe through a Jumpgate many eons ago. He led a great space fleet that, after a battle with an unknown enemy, crash-landed on Argon. There he met the leaders of the Argon and taught them how to create the many new technologies he and his race had mastered. We do not know. If it exists, it could still function. Before he crashed on Argon Prime, we believe Nathan Argon traveled through Chin's clouds in the split system, far in the direction of the Teladi. There are many asteroids in that sector. We believe that he managed to hide something in one. Not if you purchased a mineral scanner. A mineral scanner can detect all known minerals in the universe. Nathan Argon brought with him some minerals not known to us. Therefore, if the mineral scanner picks up something it cannot identify, it could be the remains of something brought by Gunn himself. No, they are very expensive, more than 20,000 credits. Most equipment docks sell them. We are poor ourselves. We could not raise that amount easily. It is.
Entering system, Chin's clouds. Target now locked on. Unknown Xenon ship. Target now locked on. Split view.
The family Qin and the Split Dynasty are appreciative of your valuable assistance.
Turbo engaged. Target is now in firing range.
The family Qin and the Split Dynasty are appreciative of your valuable assistance.
Target now locked on. Unknown Xenon ship. Turbo engaged. Target is now in firing range.
The family Qin and the Split Dynasty are appreciative of your valuable assistance. the Split Dynasty are appreciative of your valuable assistance.
Target now locked on. Shelt Space Aquarium Beta. An asteroid is one of the smallest natural objects in free space. An asteroid is one of the smallest natural... Hornet missile ready. Asteroid. 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 Warning, cargo bay open. Shields are down.
Try and hold it steady. I'm gonna try and make a final log entry. Can't keep us stable much longer, Captain.
Losing power in the stabilizers, Captain.
Video feed up and running, Captain. Okay, comms. Let's go for it. I have no idea who or what's gonna see this. But for what it's worth, this is the last ship's log completed by Earth Fleet Commander Nathan Argon. As you can see, we're damaged and out of control. We're gonna try and crash land on a planet our scanners detected that could sustain life, but it's far away. I've estimated we've just enough power to drive us towards its gravitational pull.
Captain, stabilizers still losing power.
Hold it as long as you can, damn it. Not much longer. Anyway, we succeeded in tricking the terraformers to follow us through the jump gate. As soon as my fleet made the breakthrough, we turned and waited for them to appear. It didn't take long. We were still forming our battle position when they appeared. Before they had time to realize what was happening, we attacked.
That seems to have got it, Captain. Try to hurry. I've no idea how long I can keep a signal.
Okay, comms, you got it. We managed to destroy many of their ships, but there were so many of them. Wave after wave of them. Eventually they began to wear us down. Soon I had no choice. I ordered what remained of the fleet to turn and run. We split up and the terraformers followed. We seemed to have outrun them. The downside is that all navigation systems are damaged.
Better make that destroy, Captain!
Stabilizers almost gone, Captain.
Just get us inside the gravitational pull. We'll go manual, then turn off the engines and try to glide us to the surface. I've no idea where we are or what planet we're about to crash land on. I've no idea if the terraformers are behind us or already there. I've no idea if any other Earth ships survived.
Stabilizers holding, Captain.
I hope our trick worked and Space Command managed to seal the Earth end of the jump gate. The bad news is that I failed to destroy the gate at this end. It's still intact. I only hope the terraformers never realize that.
Losing signal again, Captain.
Some time ago we passed a bunch of asteroids. I'm putting this log into a sealed container and firing it off in a drone missile. It's aimed at the largest asteroid. When it makes contact, it should nicely embed itself into the rock. The container has a signal device that should be picked up by any of Earth's survivors. At least they'll know someone else is alive out here.
Signal getting fainter, Captain.
Should anyone find this log, don't bother searching for us. We're light years away and we'll probably all be dead anyway. But if you are from Earth, for God's sake, make sure you get to the jump gate and disable it. I'm sorry I cannot give navigational locations. The place should be easy to find, as there will be a lot of space debris around. Over 1,000 ships were destroyed in that battle. Their burnt-out hulks will be floating over a wide area. Try looking where the debris is thickest. The jump gate should be a short distance behind it.
Signal almost gone, Captain.
Missile prepared and ready to launch, Captain. Hopefully the terraformers will never find the jump gate, but just in case, they...
Target now locked on Argon lifter. Target now locked on. Target now locked on Argon Titan.
You again. It seems you've become a wanted man. I've got a message from the pilot of the Argon 1 carrier that somebody aboard that ship wants to talk to you. Please fly to Sector The Wall and report to the Argon 1.
On 1.
Argon 1 speaking. Do you need help? I see. So you are the pilot the Secret Service wants to talk to. One moment. I'll put you through to someone else.
You are the pilot claiming to be from the planet known as Earth. My operational name is Bandana. I ask the questions. I represent the Argon Secret Service. And by the way, if you want to fly again, I'd suggest you answer my questions. We just might be on the same side. We are interested in the object you retrieved from inside the split space sector. We have monitored your every movement in this universe. Ever since you first met the Taladi, you have been the subject of the greatest scrutiny. At first, we suspected you may be a Xenon spy, but then, after your contact with the Goners, we became convinced that you really are who you claim to be. We do. We also need to know the coordinates for the ancient Jumpgate, just like you. Maybe because you don't want to see Earth destroyed. We have reports of a buildup of Xenon forces deep inside their own sectors. For some time, we believed that they were poised, ready to attack our own sectors. However, the existence of this Jumpgate changes things. They may know about the Jumpgate themselves. They might be searching for it. They might have found it and are mending it, or have already mended it, and are now gathering to attack Earth through it. In order to answer your question, we will download some history of our race directly into your onboard computer. Please read it, and we will discuss matters further.
Welcome to the Argonopedia. You have chosen to look at the entry for the Xenon. During the year 160, reports emerged of unidentified spaceships appearing on the outer edges of the Argon Federation. These reports increased until the year 210, when these unidentified ships began attacking and destroying Argon ships. In 214, an Argon ship survived an attack, and the survivors reported the first positive sightings of their attackers, a race that became known as the Xenon. Between 214 and 225, these skirmishes escalated, culminating in the Xenon attack and destruction of the Antigon, a major Argon space station, killing thousands. In retaliation for this attack, the Argon had no choice but to declare war on the Xenon. This war became known as the Xenon conflict. The The Argon Federation looked to their allies, the Paranid, for help, but after much debate and discussion, in 230, the Emperor of the Paranid finally refused to join the war, and relationships between the two races deteriorated. Between the years 230 and 255, the Xenon increased their attacks, and the Argon Federation lost battle after battle. Many space stations and colonies were lost, and the Xenon took more and more Argon territory. However, the tide turned around the year 255, when the Argon space fleet enjoyed a number of spectacular and daring victories. Slowly, sector by sector, they forced the Xenon back to their own frontiers and regained lost Argon territories. By 290, the Argon had succeeded in forcing the Xenon from all Argon Federation territories, and the attackers finally retreated back into deep space. In 300, an Argon deep space fleet was dispatched in an attempt to discover the Xenon home territories. In the year 323, whilst searching unknown deep space sectors, their exploration fleet came across a race called the Boron. In the intervening years, discoveries and explorations have led the Argon to the knowledge of the Xenon. Despite their defeat, Xenon craft still appear in various space sectors. They are still very dangerous and shoot any other craft on sight. That completes the requested entry in the Argonopedia.
You now see how dangerous this enemy is, and what a threat they pose to both our races. We figure that you know the location of the Jumpgate. For all our safety, it is a secret better shared. The Argon government has authorized a plan to seek out the Jumpgate and determine whether the Xenon know of its existence. If they do, we must consider launching a surprise attack on their assembled fleet before they attack Earth through it. Before we do anything, we need to know the status of the ancient Jumpgate, and only you hold the clue to where it can be found. We would be most pleased to work with you to achieve the same end, the destruction of the Xenon. You continue to upgrade your ship. Get the best laser and shield technology you can get. You will need it. Then you will explore the Xenon territory, to the east of the Argon Federation, and seek the wrecks of Nathan Gunn's fleet. Once you find that, you will have found the lost Jumpgate. Come back here and report the position and status, so we can plan a joint attack. Understood? Talk to the pilot of the ship again, and ask him for a support fighter. Maybe you can also contact the M1 carriers of other races, and ask them for support ships too. With a little squad behind you, exploring the Xenon territory will prove an easier task. I trust you will do your best. Bandana out.
Target now locked on. Free Argon trading station. Successfully. On gate unidentified enemy sector. Entering system unidentified enemy sector. Alert. Rocket closing. Wasp missile self-destructed. Target now locked on. Gate. Entering system, the Wall Defense Headquarters. Turbo engaged. Target now locked on. Unknown Xenon ship.
On behalf of our President and Senator, the Argon Federation thank you for your help with this invader. As a reward, you get 100 credits.
Turbo engaged.
On behalf of our President and Senator, the Argon Federation thank you for your help with this invader. As a reward, you get 1,000 credits. On behalf of our President and Senator, the Argon Federation thank you for your help with this invader. As a reward, you get 100 credits.
Target now locked on. Argon lifter. Target now locked on. Argon 1.
This is Carrier Argon 1. Can I help? One moment. I will inform Bandana immediately.
Great. Now that we know where the Jumpgate is located, our government will immediately activate a plan to attack the Xenon forces. The threat is real. Our first objective is to destroy the energy installations of the Xenon. Our undercover activities made it clear that it would be impossible to ultimately destroy the Xenon before destroying their power plants. We destroy a ship, and they build 2 new ones. You proved to be a good fighter pilot. Now we will give you the chance to play the key role in our attack on the Xenon. There are a number of power plants in the Xenon territory south of Boron Sector Ultrius Cloud. You will have to upgrade your ship till you can effectively wipe out a number of power plants. As soon as you decide to fly to the target sector, our fleet will be activated to support you. We will take care of the massive defense forces in that sector, while you eliminate the power plants. However, our fleet alone will not be able to hold back the Xenon fleet for long. If you are able to contact the other races, ask them to join our attack. Hopefully, they will understand the importance of this war.
Welcome to the Argonopedia. You have chosen to look at the entry for the Xenon.
Fine. The attack can start at any time. Bandana out.
Entering system. Unidentified enemy sector. Hornet missile ready. Target now locked on. Paranid Ganymede. Target now locked on. Solar power plant. Epsilon. Target is now in firing range. Attention, energy low. Target now locked on. Solar power plant. Eta. Target is now in firing range. Attention, energy low. Target now locked on. Solar power plant. Beta. Target is now in firing range. Attention, energy low. Target now locked on. Solar power plant. Alpha. Target is now in firing. Attention, energy low. Target now locked on. Boron Dolphin. Target now locked on. Solar power plant. Gamma. Target is now in firing range. Attention, energy low. Target now locked on. Unknown Xenon ship. Target now locked on. Solar power plant. Zeta. Attention, energy low. Target now locked on. Solar power plant. Delta. Target is now in firing range. Attention, energy low. now locked on Argon 1.
What can I do for you, pilots? One moment. I will inform Bandana immediately.
The Argon government was already informed of our victory, and I was told to declare you a hero of the Federation. From now on, every Argon station and factory will treat you like a real member of the Argon space fleet. Now we can continue our combined attack on the Xenon facilities. You did a great job destroying the power plants, but now we have an even harder target.
Welcome to the Argonopedia. You have chosen to look at the entry for the Xenon.
It looks like the Xenon managed to finish the construction of their new M0 mothership before we destroyed the power plants. This new ship is still located in the Xenon main sector. We did find a way to this sector from the split sector Thorax Beard. Leave Thorax Beard through the south gate. You will enter a Xenon sector. The Xenon main sector, with their shipyard and the M0 mothership, then lies behind the west gate. Destruction of this ship is mandatory. We believe this ship has an ultimate weapon, strong enough to destroy even the biggest carrier and destroyer-class ships with just one shot. For this reason, we will need your help once again. The Argon fleet will attack the Xenon main sector right after you initiate the attack. If you can, ask the other races to join us again, but we will all have to stay clearly away from the Xenon M0 ship. It will be your task to go after the M0 itself, while we will distract as many of the accompanying ships as possible. Argon Secret Service reports that you will get target locks on 6 independent laser towers. Destroy all of them. Afterwards, we will all concentrate our fire on the mothership itself. Fine. The attack can start at any time. Bandana out.
Target now locked. Unidentified enemy sector. Target now locked on unknown Xenon ship. Target is now in firing range. Camera follows us. Target left firing range. Camera follows us. Turbo engaged. Alert! Rocket closing. Alert! Rocket closing. Alert! Rocket closing. Turbo engaged. Target left firing. Camera follows us. Alert! Rocket closing. Mosquito missile self-destructed. Alert! Rocket closing. Target camera follows us. Alert! Rocket closing. Turbo engaged. Wasp missile. Alert! Rocket closing. Camera follows us.
Argon 1 here. We're...
Alert! Alert! Rocket closing. Mosquito missile alert! Rocket closing. Mosquito missile self-destructed. Turbo Wasp missile Mosquito missile self-destructed. Alert! Rocket closing.
Yes, we did it! We will now leave this sector. The remaining...
Alert! Rocket closing. Target now locked on. Alert! Rocket closing. Mosquito missile. Wasp missile self-destructed. Mosquito missile self-destructed. No aim. Target now locked on. Unknown Xenon ship. Turbo engaged. Turbo engaged. Target is now in firing range. Turbo engaged. Turbo engaged. Target left firing range. Turbo engaged. Target now locked on.
We're glad to meet you again. You're a real hero of the Federation. But right now, Bandana is not aboard. Please follow us to Argon Prime.
Target now locked on. Unknown Xenon ship. Target. Turbo engaged. Attendant. Attention, energy low. Turbo engaged. Turbo engaged. Attention, energy low. Turbo engaged. Attention. Target now locked on unknown Xenon ship. Target is now in firing range. Turbo engaged. Target now locked on unknown Xenon ship. Turbo engaged. Target now locked on Argon 1.
Great to see you again. Bandana wants to talk to you. Hello. I heard all the reports about your great fight. The Argon government is very pleased with the results of our joint effort. Oh, pilot, I have some bad news for you. Our scout ships reported that the Xenon plans to repair the Jumpgate to Earth were aboard the mothership and are now lost forever. You saved Earth, but you are now not able to return to your home planet. Our government is terribly sorry for this and wants to compensate your loss. There are a couple of upgrades for your ship specially developed by our engineers. The captain will deploy a few containers for you. I hope this will help you feel comfortable in the Argon Federation. Bandana out.